with the 85. Came with the E. Got a couple bad.
Alright, what's good, y'all? I'm back again. Working on the Geo. I've gotten quite a bit done. I'm actually gonna show you. I had to remove the rear bumper because when I started wrapping it, whatever the hell they painted this with before I even got the car started peeling off. So I think it's like spray paint or whatever. Like, it's got a lot of, I don't know. I'm just taking it to my body guy. I don't even want to deal with it. I'm gonna let him sand it down and primer it, and then I'll definitely be wrapping that again. I don't know how far I showed you guys last time, but this is done. Door's done. Handle, I did a horrible job on that handle. It was actually a big problem. Got the mirror back on. The fenders, the hood. I still have to do the front bumper. And I'm actually gonna do the passenger side door. I flipped the entire car around. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I flipped the entire side around so I can have better lighting and space because the light is like over here. But yeah, I pretty much got started a little bit. I just set myself up for the video. So basically, it's my little paint bucket stool. Anyways, basically, I just tacked on this and that right here onto the, the side of the car. I cut off a decent size. This is like I think this was a scrap piece. So I'm just gonna reuse the pieces I have to use less wrap. And I just tacked it on. So it's literally, paper backing is still on there. I'm gonna peel it off, get everything nice and smooth, and then show you guys the process behind that. I'm debating whether I should wrap this. I think I will. Look at this. I don't know what the hell they painted this shit with, but bro, this shit is wild ghetto. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just ghetto. But yeah, I'm gonna peel this back, and then I'm gonna just show you guys like what I do. It's gonna be pretty quick, so I'm gonna probably leave it in real time. I think. I might speed it up depending on how long it actually takes me. But I'm gonna pretty much put the GoPro on my head, and then kind of just start doing it. Try to get it, flat, smooth. Get all the air bubbles out, post heat it, cut it, and then show you the finished product. So yeah, I'm gonna set up real quick and I'll bring you guys back right now. All right, we're back. Alright, so boom, we gonna get this started. I'm not wrapping this black trim, so what I've been doing is I've been splitting it. So I can already tell this is long enough to do the bottom. So I'm probably just gonna cut it from like right in the middle, like of the trim. So I'm gonna bring it like right here and just follow the trim all the way through. It's good to feel what you're like cutting. So like you see where like this is like an indent. Just follow that. And then come on, don't be. Alright. I think I go good. Alright, so it's usually not that big of a deal. I'd even measure it, just guesstimated, Alright, so now we're left with this piece. It's a lot smaller. This is a flat panel, so this is gonna look like super easy, because it really is. But basically, I had pre-peeled this backing here, so I don't know if you guys can, let me see if you guys can even see it. All right, so you guys can see it. So this right here, I already had pre-peeled it before I tacked it on, and I have my magnet here because this is my second set. My magnets are my second set of hands. Like, I always use magnets. Super useful when you're wrapping by yourself. Like, you don't have somebody, let's say you're doing a bumper, you just use a magnet, boom, boom, hold it on the fender on one side, and then you can stretch it over to the other side. But I have it tacked on with the actual wrap, but that's just like security. So, taking it off. So, I had already set myself up, and it was already lined up, I don't want to take that off. I'm just going to pick it up a little bit All right, well, that was a fail. Put this back on. All right. So, like I was saying, I was gonna pick it up a little bit, right? Now make sure it's all straight. And the problem is, this is like right here on the edge. So, all right, it's really tacky. So this is the, all right, so this is something some people don't know. It's like, I call it working the vinyl, or I saw online they say triangles. So you figure this is your point, this is another point, and this is another point over here. You're gonna pull away. All right, see, this is why I use magnets. So put this back over here. All right. Tack it on, magnet, boom. So lift this up again, just so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so that point in the center at the top is my triangle. So you can actually see it's kind of shaped like a triangle when you pull it. Like, I don't know if you guys can even tell. So this is called making triangles. I like to use my palms to get a little better grip. Pull away from it, like you're gonna pull away from each point and then just stretch it down. This is my technique. It's not like perfect. You know, some people will say it's wrong. I have these magnetic squeegees. They help me from losing them. But this is how I like to do it. So I pull, bring it down, and I tack it. Oh, there's wrinkles, blah, blah, blah. Those will come out. These ain't nothing crazy. It's cold in here, so that's why I'm using heat. Normally I wouldn't. So I'm not even really putting a lot. I'm just literally like barely touching it. And then take my squeegee, you know. I work from body line. So I'm gonna work on this body line. I'm gonna set this guide. Boom. So now this body line is completely covered, right? And then I leave the smaller piece. So this is easy. Just going up is gonna be easy. So I like to work down. So I'm gonna work my way down. You know, this is a good little tutorial if you're gonna do like a trunk or something that's flat, or you wanna do your hood. This is like facing you, you know. So for the most part, it's so cold in here, so these wrinkles are just gonna be, well, it's not really that cold, but it's cold enough to where the vinyl doesn't really want to work with me. So it's a little better. And then, you know, work your way down. I used to not use squeegees because I thought it was harder, and I just recently kind of started messing with squeegees because it's actually like a big help. Like, I can get a lot more surface area done. Especially when it comes to flat panels. When I'm working on something rounder, I'll use my wrap gloves. Like, I don't know. This car isn't really that round. It's a box, so it's really not hard to wrap at all. But if I was working on like the bumper, you know. So things like this. There's a small little wrinkle. Heat it up to get rid of it. Squeegee it back down. So that's pretty much the basics. I'm gonna do the rest of the car, like the rest of the panel. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, just so you know I can get through this, because it's just gonna be me repeating myself. So I'm gonna show you guys how I get this rest of this door done, or this side of the door done, and then I'll show you guys the trimming and cutting and everything afterwards. So I'll bring you guys back.
Whoa, whoa, yeah. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. You took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town, baby. Where did these niggas be at when they say they doing all this and all that? Tired of beefing you boss, you can't even pay me enough to react. You waking up in the crib, but sometimes I don't even know where I'm at. Please don't play that nigga songs in this party, I can't even listen to that. somebody, it must be a victory, yeah. Hey, shawty come sit on my lap. Hey, they saying Drizzy just snap. This is between us, it's not like a store. This isn't a closable gap. Hey, I see some niggas attack and don't end up making it back. I know that they at the crib going crazy down bad. What they had didn't last, damn baby. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby.
All right. I just saw this video before I reviewed like the little time lapse, and yeah, my bad for that camera angle. She came out wild boof. But yeah, that's basic. I mean, you can see for the most part what got done and how it got done. For this area here, I mean, you're not even gonna see this part. I don't know why I was going so hard on trying to get the bubbles out, but it's just not sticking. So I have a few air bubbles. I'll see if I can like post heat it some more, because it's cold in here, so that might be the reason. But anyways, you know, right here, like where you see this couple recesses right here. So this is a recess, and then this is another recess. When I just did all of this first, and it was flat, and then I heated it up, and then pushed it in slowly while it was still warm. Because when the vinyl gets warm, it's a lot softer, so it's more pliable, and you can kind of just work it in. So this isn't gonna go anywhere. Like, I'm gonna post heat it again, and then basically cut everything. So I'm gonna show you guys how I cut. Let me actually open this door. Yep, I gotta do this. There we go. So maybe I should have yeah, I'm actually gonna cut this first. So I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna take, you know, this. Now, when it comes to cutting and tucking, like, honestly, me showing you this one little corner should be good enough, but I'm gonna explain how you don't need to tuck a lot of, like, all of this does not need to go behind this door crease. So you can literally cut like 2 or 3 millimeters away from where this crease is, this line. So literally enough on this. So what I do is I like to rest the blade on the fender and then cut along that. And that should be enough to tuck. Because realistically, if you think about like a vinyl or a banner, those are not tucked onto your windshield and they stay on forever. So you gotta think the same way when it comes to your wrap. And it's not like, trust your wrap is not gonna go anywhere. Specifically to Hexus, it's a very thick vinyl, so it can handle a lot of heat, and it's a little more forgiving. So you can just post heat, you know, until it just doesn't move, and it'll activate the adhesive, and it's not gonna go anywhere. So I'm gonna just show you guys real quick how I'm gonna do this. It's back in the door. I kind of picked up a lot of my wrap when I opened up the door, and it's not gonna stick now because it's cold. Another thing, do not cut the wrap when it's like when you just took the heat gun off of it. It's too soft. I'll give you guys a little example. Like, it's super soft, so it doesn't really, well, maybe because it's cold in here, I don't know, but it's super soft. So like, I'm gonna show you right here from this corner. Like I said, Hexus is very like thick, and it can handle a lot of heat. Unlike 3M or, you know, a thinner vinyl, you have to be a little more careful. So do not hold your heat gun that long. But you see how soft it is? It doesn't want to, like, you know, pierce through. But if I do it to a colder part, so I'm gonna do it like right here because I know I'm gonna cut, it's gonna just go through. Compared to like it's gonna just keep stretching. So let's cool down now. Anyways, that was just like something I just wanted to let you guys know. Do not cut vinyl when it's hot. But you see how I'm resting the blade? Let me see if you guys can actually even see that. So basically, I'm resting the blade on the back of this fender as a guide, and that's how I'm gonna keep my line very straight and even. This got a little messed up here. It's whatever, it's not that bad. Bring it up. And then just be careful with the paint. This area is going to be covered, so I'm going to lift the vinyl up a little bit. And then I'm just going to cut this chunk out. So now it's straight. Just going to cut this. I can't really tuck it behind here right now because I got to trim all of this. And probably not going to show all that because it's just going to be a lot. But basically I use this, my squeegee, and I bend it in. And you see how it hides behind there? And when I heat it, it's gonna curl even more inside because now it already has a bend. And it's gonna activate the adhesive and it's gonna stick. It's not gonna go anywhere, trust me. This corner needs a lot more heat. It's not really sticking too well, but once I heat it up and tuck it, it's not going nowhere. But yeah, that's pretty much how. So I'm gonna show you guys the final product when I'm done. Probably gonna take me about another 10 minutes, 15 minutes to do all this trimming. Get this under here, get this behind this little trim, and I'll bring you guys back after that. So until then. All right, this is the final product. Came out real good. Came out really, really good. Everything's tucked away. Oh, remember how I said you guys don't have to tuck a lot? It's gonna stick anyways. This is what I meant. It's not even like a pinky nail's width. Like, look at that. Couple millimeters, like I said. So it's only for, like, you know, imagine if this car was green and then the door's closed and you just saw like a sliver of green right here. So that's like the reason why you wrap it over. But anyways, that is definitely the end of this video. I'm gonna finish up the rest of this car. I'm tired. I keep yawning, but I just want to get it done because like this car's been in here for like 4 days and I haven't done anything. So I feel like I haven't accomplished anything. And tonight's the night I'm gonna make sure that happens. It's literally midnight right now. Again, I was in the city all day, so yeah. Yeah, if you guys like the GeoTracker content, let me know in the comments. I could always film some more. I don't know if you guys actually like this because I know a lot of you guys came for the Civic. And don't worry, the Civic will definitely be back soon. It's just winter time. I don't want to put on any of the carbon parts and it's cold. And then the wheels are coming in literally next week. So I don't even think I'm going to put those on. So it's kind of like, you know, the Civic's going to be dry for at least another month. Because in New York, like, this weather is like retarded. It's like one day it's going to be 50 and then next week is going to be a blizzard. So I'm not trying to smoke my Gretty lip. So if you guys like the GeoTracker content, then stay tuned. I'm gonna definitely put a little more content on this thing out because I'm enjoying this and I think you guys will too. So like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this, like the video that I just did today. It was a small little tutorial. I'm not a professional rapper, but that's just how I do it. And I hope you guys like learned something. If you did, good. If you didn't, then I guess that's good too, if you don't really care. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna finish up the rest of this car, so I'm out. Peace. Swing through in the V. Seeing shorty from across the street.